Hello everybody, Peter the Book Lover here, and I'm catching up on my haul videos. Now this is a hauls of 8, but this is a lot more than 8s. This is graphic novels and superheroes, and some of these I have more than one comic book or graphic novel of each thing. So this is a little bit more than a hauls of 8. This is a little bit bigger, but we're going to go over this. Uh, this actually might be a halls of 9, but I do these in halls of 8. This is a little bit bigger. But let's talk about some comic books and graphic novels. Hello, everybody. I'm Peter the Book Lover. I have a YouTube channel to where I talk about books and movies. I have a great time doing it. Hopefully, you'll have a good time being here as well. And I've got kind of a big haul here. These are graphic novels and superhero stories. So they're kind of like all go together. So you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. But before I get into the books, I actually want to thank everybody for being here. It's really amazing that you're giving me your time. Can you do me a favor? If you like the video, hit the like button. And if you like the video and you want to see more, then subscribe and then you'll see more videos. And let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear from you. So let's get into this. Now, let's just start off with the first thing. Now, the first thing is one book, and I've had this for a little while. And this is a superhero storybook collection. But the thing about it that's interesting about this is these are a bunch of origin stories. And it's the origin story of Spider-Man, the origin story of Iron Man, the origin story of Thor, the origin story of Wolverine. And so it's like the beginning of all these superheroes. And this is a collection of stories, and this is really cool. Although the kid that had this before me actually marked this up a little bit, but it's still readable. So I'm looking forward to doing some audiobooks of these. Because the Hulk, oh, you gotta love it. So that's the first thing. Now the next thing is a collection of Spider-Man stories. And Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. I really love him. I like him and Batman the best. But I like Spider-Man a little bit more. Yeah, and I believe this has the origin of the story of Spider-Man as well. But a little bit different than that origin story, which is kind of cool. Yeah, and it looks like it's got a story about the Lizard, Doc Ock, the Sandman, the Vulture. Oh, yeah, so I'm a big Spider-Man fan. And should be interesting to do a couple audiobooks of Spider-Man. So that's 2. Now the next thing I got is my pretty much second favorite superhero. This is pretty much my favorite villain, and this is the Joker, and this is called The Killing Joke. And yeah, this is a Batman comic book, but it's in a hardcover, and I'm really excited into delving into this. And I believe there's a movie of this. I might even have read this a long time ago. I'm pretty sure that I've read this, but I'm looking forward to reading this again. Interesting thing it has up here is I love The Killing Joke. It's my favorite. It's the first comic book I ever loved by Tim Burton. And I love Tim Burton. And he's a big Batman fan because I love his Batman movies. They're really cool. But yeah, Killing Joke. Oh, love that artwork. I do a little artwork myself. I like drawing as well. Okay, so the next one is this isn't my favorite, but I actually always like this character. He's never funny, but he's fun to draw, and this is Garfield's Guide to Everything. Now, when I got this, there was a whole bunch of Garfield graphic novels. Well, not graphic novels, but Garfield comic books that I could have grabbed, but I just wanted to grab just one thing. I'm not, I have read a lot of his books, and I really enjoyed it. I love Odie. The Odie is really cute and adorable, and he's the one comic book character or cartoon character that I could draw without looking at him. You know what I mean? I could literally draw it out of in my head. You know, I've drawn him so many times, and I really enjoy Garfield. And yeah, this is his guide to everything. You know, but it's never really funny. This isn't really meant to be funny, but it's still interesting artwork. Kind of funny, but nowhere near as good as The Far Side or some of the other stuff that's coming in that I'm going to talk about. Now, this is the next thing that I'm going to talk about. This is 4, and now we're going to talk about something that I have 2 books of, and that is Maus. And this is a story about the Holocaust, but told in the angles of mice. And this is part 1, and I also have part 2. And I'm looking forward to reading this. This isn't going to be funny at all. This is going to be like the Holocaust, but with mice as characters. And even Hitler is a mouse himself as well. So this might be really interesting. This is a really famous story that I've heard a lot about. I've kind of glanced at it and looked around at it, but it's I'm not really familiar with it, and I'm finally going to get the whole story, and I'm probably going to read these back to back, so these should be pretty interesting. So that's number 5, and here's another set of a couple that I have right here, and these are Star Wars comic books, and these are Star Wars Infinities, A New Hope Volume 3, and A New Hope Volume 4. And I think this is kind of like, I don't know. This could be like a retelling of A New Hope, but in a, you know, in a different style or something. I haven't really looked into these. I kind of glanced through it, and it looks kind of cool. I love the artwork on the cover. I was, when I was younger, I was a big fan of the comic books of Star Wars. You know, after seeing the original Star Wars, I was collecting the comic books for a while. I remember thinking to myself, it's like I wish the artwork was a little bit better, because in the beginning, oh, there's my kitty. In the beginning, the artwork wasn't as good as it later became. Like, this is a really good Darth Vader, and this is a pretty good Yoda, and that looks like the Emperor. I don't know. I haven't checked these out yet, but I'm planning on getting into them. I really am a big Star Wars fan. It's may the Force be with you. Okay, so the next thing up is going to be a couple graphic novels of Ghostbusters. This is going to be 2 graphic novels that I have right here, but these are part of a bigger story. This is Volume 2, Part 4, and also Volume 3, Part 3. But, so I'm still going to try to read them and see if I could get anything out of these comic books. But I might be a little lost because they're kind of like in the middle of a story. But at the same time, I'm going to use it to look for artwork like this symbol right here. I like this Ghostbusters symbol. I really like the original movie. The first movie with Bill Murray and all that was a wonderful movie. I like the sequel to that. I'm not a big fan of the reboot movies, and I'm also not a fan of when they went all female. That wasn't as funny as the original movie. The original movie is fantastic. I love that movie, and I'm looking forward to reading these graphic novels here. They seem like they're pretty short, and they're in hardcover, which is pretty interesting. But I don't know anything about it. I might find some good artwork in here though, so I'm kind of looking forward to checking these out. Okay, so let's talk about the next one. The next one is one of my favorites. It's Calvin and Hobbes, and I've got 3 books right here of Calvin and Hobbes. This first one is Yokon Ho, and I really love the artwork of this comic book, and I really love this is actually funny. I really thought this comic strip was a lot of fun. It is funny at times. I mean, there's a lot of times that I've actually laughed at these. And then I've also got the indispensable Calvin and Hobbes, which is a lot of fun. I love the fact that a water balloon, I forgot the name of this girl, but she's in quite a few, and she's actually pretty funny. I forgot her name, though. And then I've got this one, the Essential, Calvin and Hobbes. And I really love the animation. The artwork is just fantastic. I mean, look at that. That's an amazing piece right there. I mean, you got the whole town, and he's like King Kong. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, here's my collection of comic books and graphic novels and comic book characters. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this haul. I plan on reading this stuff eventually, soon, one day. Too bad I should do a haul video. I've had these books for so long, though. I have a pretty good Walking Dead collection. Not perfect. It's kind of like these. They're like, I don't have number 1, number 2, number 3. It's in sections. But I actually have read The Walking Dead, and that's a really fantastic comic book. I thought that comic book was great, and it's a lot different than the TV show, but at the same time, it's got a lot of stuff from the comic book that's in the TV show. But that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my cat, and I'm glad that you're here. Thank you so much for giving me your time. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate you being here, and that's it for this video. I will be seeing you in the next video if you want to come by and check that out. So that's it. I'll see you again next time. See you.